Sup peeps, same hoodie, different day, you know how the saying goes. My name's Ian, hello. I like books, and I sell books on eBay and Vinted. Well, sometimes on eBay at the moment, but mostly on Vinted. It's Monday morning, this is day 41 of selling books on eBay, so the 42nd video in the series. To be honest, I wasn't sure I would manage to keep going every day. It's easy enough to come on and just talk about the sales that have gone out, but the thumbnails and the rest of it, man, what a pain trying to think of something to stick on those every day that isn't just the same thing over and over again. But, laziness sometimes just gets you through. I've got a handful of eBay orders to share with you just now. These are the ones that I just happen to have at hand, so I can do these early doors today, get them off to Royal Mail and go and pick the rest. And all the Vinted orders. Again, Vinted has kicked eBay's backside up and down the street several times and even hit it with a stick on occasion. So yeah, it's the way it's going. I mean, I'm being perfectly honest, I cannot be overly critical of eBay because I do still get sales from eBay, and for the last week or so, almost 2 weeks, I have listed very little. I have put up the odd listing, but I've also taken down a whole load of listings, so my store is shrinking. There's not a lot new going up there, so that will be part of what's going on. However, if you've already got, I think 1,300 different listings still sitting there at the moment, you shouldn't have to go in and constantly list new stuff so that people can go and see the others. It should not work that way. There's something amiss in that whole system. That really, I have speculated previously, but it really does feel like eBay limits what you get to see, which is, they're perfectly entitled to do. It's their business, they can do what they like. But when there's alternatives, it's not going to work out, and you need to go elsewhere and not give them your business anymore. That's my feeling. I get that there's a point there. Like YouTube, for example. You're watching this on YouTube. YouTube has billions of people who come on and watch it. My videos are... There's maybe... Is it... See, every video maybe gets put in front of 5,000 to 10,000 people on YouTube, and they have a chance to click on it and watch it. So unless somebody goes searching for this, there's only 5,000 to 10,000 people out of the billions who are on YouTube who will ever know that these videos exist. And that's the YouTube algorithm. And I get that, I understand that. It's going to say, right, what are your interests? Are you going to be interested in some middle-aged bald guy talking about selling books on eBay and Vinted? No, you like watching Mr. Beast videos or car rebuilding videos, so they're not going to get the chance to see mine. I understand that, so you've got to, play the algorithm there to do it. But it feels like eBay are doing something very, very similar, but it's not working. If people go on to browse books, maybe because, again, there's so much range and choice that my stuff is not getting under their nose. On YouTube, it seems quite straightforward. You don't usually watch this kind of thing, therefore we're not going to offer it up to you. You're in Kazakhstan and you like things about apples. I'm not going to show you an English-speaking guy talking about books. On eBay, it seems to be more of a case of an element of that, but, well, we've only got however many million people on the website today, so we're just going to give you this percentage of people who are interested in your stuff, and someone else is going to get that percentage of people who are interested in your stuff. So your stuff doesn't even seem to appear on search pages. There's some things I've got listed and I've gone through and I've had a look for them and gone through like the first 10 pages and my listing is not there and it's promoted. It doesn't make a huge amount of sense. So there's definitely a bit of a hindrance on eBay not getting the traffic opportunity that should exist considering the number of customers that they do have. It's just annoying. They can just run their business any way they like. But when I have to have, £50,000 worth of stock to make £150 worth of sales, no, it's not happening. So yeah, that's slowly decreasing. Vinted, on the other hand, with £1,000 worth of stock, I can get £50 worth of sales, £30 worth of sales, £60 worth of sales. Will that continue? I don't know. It seems quite new and still fresh, and a lot more enthusiasm around it from the buyer's point of view. But it's a big, 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 big difference. If it scaled up proportionately, then if I had all of my stock listed on Vinted instead of on eBay at the moment, and bearing in mind, although it's 1,300 listings, it's like I've got nearly 10,000 books available. Well, I've got more than that, but about 10,000 that I can think of as such. Then that would be £500 plus a day in profit on Vinted. Now, there will be a lot, some sort of rule, law of diminishing returns over time in there, so it wouldn't really work out like that. But it would be significantly higher than what I've got on eBay. So we're just going to keep cracking on, getting that stuff listed, and see where that point gets reached. Anyhow, eBay sales. I wanted to show you these couple of eBay sales before I pack up and go to Royal Mail today. So we shall start with, for £10.99, the Large Family, a little 5-book bundle. So Mr. Large in charge, all in one piece, 5 minutes piece, a piece of cake, a quiet night in. So a lot of pieces going on in that one. But that's it there, 5 Large Family books for £10.99. Kids books, pay next to nothing for them, so that's a nice wee profit on those. So that's it, when eBay sells, it does make some money. It's just getting it to sell in the first place. Wikipedia, a modern day white witches guide. Sean Robbins, Leanna Greenaway. There we go, a nice wee hardcovery book. Yeah, spellcasting and witchcraft. So it's not quite a good girl's guide to witchcraft. Good book that, by the way, enjoyed it. But a nice wee wiki book, $7.99 for that one. Let's go to Jenny, Sam Jenner, different Jen. Right, next we've got Colin McRae Rally 04, PlayStation 2 game, £4.43. So really, just one of those things I had sitting about. I got them for free. I'll make a couple of pennies on it. Clear some space. Then, slightly better resale. And I panicked when I saw this, because I thought, oh God, I just sold all of them in Vinted. But no, I had a set that I sold in Vinted, but not this wee standalone book. And it's Haunted Mansion, Volume 4, Memento Mori. It's told by Mansion librarian Amicus Arcane. So a Disney book, nice wee hardcover. That went for $14.99, which was quite a nice surprise. So actually something with a bit of profit. And then finally for now, we've got 5 Julia Donaldson books. So a bit of Tiddler, Zog, Granny on a Stick, Tabby McTat, and The Smartest Giant in Town. And showing you that there, I've just realised I'm not wearing my glasses this morning, so I can't really see anything. I know where the phone camera thing is. I can see it, but I can't see what I've got on the screen, so I can see what it's showing. And I have just noticed there that I have not put my light on so that you can actually see the front of these books very well. So, yeah, sorry about that. But that Julia Donaldson mob sold for $12.99ish, there or thereabouts. So, I do have another one sale on eBay that I need to pick and show you, and quite a few on Vinted that I'm going to go and grab in a wee minute as well. So I'll drop this lot off, pick them up, and come back and tell you about the rest. Right, I'll see you in a split second or three. Back again. Right, we have eBay and Vinted orders still to run through. It's been a bit of a busy morning. I decided to go in and just have a quick nosy at one of my pickup spots, and they had a few bits and bobs, so that was quite nice. I tried not to pick up too much because I don't have any money to pick up books. But yeah, a couple of bits and pieces which I'll maybe show you at some point when they sell, if they sell. A handful for eBay, because I've got to keep eBay going to an extent. The Vinted money has started becoming an available balance. So I think £2.38 so far from Vinted, which is great. It's got to happen at some point. Anyway, orders. Let's go to eBay first, because there wasn't much to share on there. I have had another sale since, but it came after I was at my pickup at the unit. So what have we got? We've got Daft Pilkey, Captain Underpants and all that. And I think the Dogman movie is coming out very, very soon, which means this bundle sold for... that's not too bad, actually. £14.84. And after eBay's thieves, that sounds more appropriate, £12.66. So that's not too bad. We've got Book 6, Book 1, Book 8, and Book the 4th, as well as Dogman For Whom the Ball Rolls. So that's quite a nice wee sale. That's what eBay used to do. It used to give you nice wee sales like that, where you make, a couple of quid a book almost. But fantastic. If it does that all the time, I would be a happy camper and I wouldn't be looking at other platforms. But as it stands, that's not the case. So that's all of the eBay sales going through. Now, we can look at Vinted, which means I've got to click on that button, and then click on that button, and then click on that button, and that gets us to here. So, first up, £4.35 for Peter May paperbacks. Nightgate, Black House, Lewis Man, and the Chessmen. So I think that's the Lewis Man trilogy and the Nightgate, £4.35. And they're getting piled down here, because that's where I have some room. Right, so that was a good start. Then we've got a bundle of 3, this time for £5.38. A bit of non-fictiony type things. Well, almost. We've got Mercator by Nicholas Crane, the man who mapped the planet. Not Nicholas Crane, the dude that he's written about. We've got The Kingdom of Light by Giulio Leone. So, a wee murder mystery of some sort, a bit historical. And then Great Stories of War and Peace Soldiers, edited by Max Hastings. So that's the 3 of those. A couple of them are books that were on eBay and didn't do nothing. And one was a new one that I've just picked up, but again, nice wee fiver for the 3 of them. Which takes us on to, let's go with, for £1.63, Denzel Merrick, Whiskey from Small Glasses. Then, for £2.38, Daphne du Maurier, Rebecca, famous book, everyone knows that one. Then, Woman's Camera Work by Judith Fryer Davidoff. It's a book in photography, so the big photography pile that I got a couple of weeks ago, that was one that I hadn't listed yet because it didn't seem to sell for much or very often on eBay. But I thought, let's chuck it in Vinted. Went up over the weekend at some point, and that sold for £3, so £3.48 coming back on that one, which is a lot better than I would have got on eBay. And finally, The Ghost Woods by C.J. Cook, so a nice wee first edition hardcover, and one of those pretty books that I really do like, and that sold for £4, so £4.48 coming back on that one. And that leaves me with 2 bundles. The first one I'll try and get through was, it's precarious, 9 items. Oh God, I've clicked the wrong button. £16.75 plus the bump, £17.47 for 9 items, which, again, that's good as far as I'm concerned. How to hang a witch. I picked up a load of these a year and a half ago. They were brand new. I think I sold one, and that's 2 of them gone and Vinted already. So, how to hang a witch. Winnie the Pooh, nice wee edition of that. Caitlin Moran, how to build a girl. So you're going to build a girl, then hang a witch. There's a theme going on here. No, there's not a theme, because it's all in your head, by Ray Earl. The Book of Tomorrow. What's it? Cecilia Ahern. No, I could have worked that in with It's All in Your Head as well, but just listen, Sarah Desson. 2 things of Jenny Han. We've got The Summer I Turned Pretty, and then To All the Boys I've Loved Before, the complete collection. So a wee 3-book collection in that lot there. Followed by, finally, Twinkly, Sparkly Vampires and Brooding Werewolves, Breaking Dawn by Stephanie Meyer, which I'm glad that sold, because again, I've got probably several dozen Stephanie Meyer books that really don't do much on eBay, so I've grabbed a few more of them. Let's get some more listed up and see if they continue to sell in Vinted, or was it just a wee one-off. We'll find out when we find out. Anyway, that was a nice sale. 9 items for, what did I say it was? Yeah, £17.47, so that was quite good. And then we have the final bundle of the day for £30.65. But it is 22 items. So 22 items for 30 quid. It's more than £1 a book. Great. I worked out quick averages the other day, and at the moment, average sale per book has been £1.80, or average sale per lot has been £1.80, because there have been a few wee bundles in there. For example, that Jenny Han box set, that counts as one. But average sale at the moment is about £1.80. Not a lot of sales to really gauge whether that's a true figure or not, but it gives me an idea about where we're going. Anyway, let's start with this lot. The first lot in this bundle is Sugar Rush Seasons 1 and 2, or Series 1 and 2, because I think it's British rather than American. So yeah, I didn't realise I'd actually put any DVDs in Vinted, because I was trying not to put any VAT stuff, but then I've got comic books and things as well, which is VAT, so you know, it all gets in there. The Left Hand of God by Paul Hoffman. Again, I've got a few copies of that I've never sold on eBay, but that's, I think, maybe 2 of them gone already. Black Eyed Susans, Julia Haberlin, another one that never sold on eBay for over a year. Sarah Pinborough, Mayhem, that's a recent pickup. A Kiss Before Dying, Ira Levin. Nala's World. There we go, there's Nala's World by Dean Nicholson. He took his cat on a bike journey. You know, each to their own. His Bloody Project, Graham McCrae Burnett. I think that was another eBay book that's been there for years. This one isn't though, this is a new pickup. 20 Fragments of a Ravenous Youth, Jiaolu Gyo. I really have no idea what that pronunciation is. That was just shocking attempt by me, so I apologise. But interesting wee book. 2 Margaret Atwoods, Alias Grace, just picked up another copy of that today, so it'll be getting listed up. And The Blind Assassin, so I've sold 2 of them in the last couple of days. And that's it, I've just grabbed another. I mean, some of these books, I'd stopped picking them up because they were just taking up shelf space and weren't selling. Now, I can start picking them up again. Wilder Girls by Rory Power. It's quite a cool cover, that. I like that. I've no idea what the book's about, but it's a very cool cover. Then we've got 2 Isabel Allende's. This is her memoirs, so The Sum of Our Days and My Invented Country. modern classic, Hilary Mantel, Wolf Hall. No idea what this is, but it's a hypnotic read apparently. The Water Cure by Sophie McIntosh. And then the second Paul Hoffman book, The Last Four Things. Only this time it's a hardcover. Hardcover, you know the score. Or something like that. The Asylum by Carol Minto, which took me well, I say an age, it took me a couple of minutes to find it because it's down as The Asylum by Carol Minto, but when I've gone to put it on the shelf, it's with Sunday Times best-selling authors Anne and Joe Cusack, and I put it with the C's, and I was looking in the M's, and it just was like, where is it? And then I looked at the cover again on the picture and went, I know what I've done. So we did find it. We have You Exist Too Much. Zaina Arafat. That was in the A's, where it was meant to be, so that was okay. Two books that again have been eBayed and did nothing. Stuck them on here and they've done something. Welcome to Night Vale and It Devours, which is a Welcome to Night Vale novel. Two hardcovers there by Joseph Fink and Geoffrey Craner. Okay, love those covers. I think they're just cracking. Yeah. Two left in this bundle. We've got Naomi's Room, the spine-chilling classic by Jonathan Aycliffe. But is she dead? It says that in the back. And Sally Magnuson. Is that Magnus's daughter? I think it is. The Ninth Child by Sally Magnuson. Catherine. Yeah, I think that's Sally, isn't it? Oh, it is. There's a picture. Yes. Sally Magnuson, the journalist. Magnus Magnuson's daughter. The Ninth Child is the last one in that bundle of 22 items. So, nice. I like that. It means that yesterday eBay did a tenner and Vinted did 60-70 quid. Big difference. eBay did a wee bit more, a tenner actually, but not much more. The Vinted is profit, so that's £60 profit after fees and postage. Because obviously I do have cost of goods, but I've got that on eBay as well, so that's where it gets mixed up. To have got that from eBay, I would have had to do about £150 in sales, and it was nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. So, yeah, Vinted is winning at the moment. Still not by enough to compensate for where eBay has fallen off, but it's getting very, very close, and I've filled 3 shelving units with vintage stock so far. I've got 16 in total, and the rest, I've got 16 in total, plus there's a few things behind me here that are actually up on eBay. I've got another 2 shelving units downstairs here where I keep the kind of older, more delicate, more valuable books, and I also have about half a shipping container floor space wise stacked with different bits and pieces where I don't have room on the shelves and run out of money to buy shelves as well. So that tiny little corner, which is the Vinted listings compared to everything else that's eBay, is really, really, really doing a number on it. It's great. So I want to get hundreds more listed. I've got about 600-700 listings live at the moment. Sold 300 plus items. So it's a good sell-through rate looking at that ratio, although again, far too early really to think about measuring any such thing. But if I can get that up to 2,000 live listings consistently, then that outdoes eBay, outdoes anything eBay's ever done on a consistent basis, if that's how it transpires. I won't know until I get there, but we'll find out soon enough. And yeah, that's it for today. I do need to get, it's kind of late in the day, I mean it's 1:20 already, so I need to get these orders packed and round to the drop-off points as quickly as possible, which will take me a wee bit, and then on with listing. Get a few hours of listing done this afternoon and this evening, and really try and hammer into it and batter it, especially getting some eBay stuff listed, which I know seems kind of contrary to everything else I've been saying, But anything I put up on Vinted, I'm not going to see any return on that for 3 to 4 weeks. And cash levels are like hit complete and utter rock bottom. So I need to get stuff selling on eBay as well, because that's an almost immediate cash return. So I do want to get eBay stuff listed first, and then I'll get cracked on with an awful lot more Vinted. Having said that, I've not got much to do on eBay, but might get something out of it. That's the fingers crossed. A couple of interesting lots, like I said, but if they sell, I'll show you them then. There's no point in me showing them now and saying, oh, look at these, aren't these wonderful, when they sit for the next 6.5 years and do nothing. Anyway, thank you for watching as ever. This has been day 41 of selling books on eBay and Vinted. I have been Ian. You have been you. I'll see you tomorrow. Right, cheers guys, bye.